Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. City lawyer Ahmednasir Abdullahi is in trouble. The controversial lawyer who usually picks up a fight with anyone who crosses his line, just a few months ago was blocked by the Supreme Court from appearing in front of them with any case. Now, today, lawyer had a case that was pending because apparently he had picked on a wrong person. This time round, he picked on the Chief Justice, the former Chief Justice David Maraga. This is a case that has been dragging from 2021 or thereabout. It started when David Maraga nullified the Ruto win in 2017 in a case where Ahmednasir was appearing for the IEBC. And Ahmednasir was angered by the decision of Maraga to nullify an election that he felt was being watched, an election that he believed belonged to the deep state, because for the very first time, someone looked at the face of a sitting president, at the face of what many people believe is deep state, and he told them the elections were not transparent, were not verifiable. So after that, Ahmednasir, in his usual manner, went to his Twitter handle and made certain allegations that Maraga felt were meant to disparage him, were meant to malign him. And in that tweet, Ahmednasir claimed that Maraga was incompetent to handle that office, that he didn't have the wherewithal and the capacity to be the president of the judiciary, and that there were judges who were corrupt. In fact, in certain incident, Ahmednasir said that there was a lawyer who was given about 200 million Kenya shillings, and he alleged that Maraga knew this person. So Maraga wrote a letter and told Ahmednasir to pull down that tweet because he claimed Ahmednasir is followed by more than 1 million people who will read that tweet and think that whatever Ahmednasir had written was final. Ahmednasir, in his usual pride manner, refused to pull down that tweet. So the following day, Maraga followed his letter with an email, and he told Ahmednasir to pull down that tweet and apologize. But Ahmednasir refused. So Maraga moved to court and told the court that he is an elder in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. He has served the nation in the judiciary for over 40 years. And in the 40 years that he served with integrity. Now, Ahmednasir went to the same court and argued that he did not attack the personality of Maraga. Rather, he attacked the personality of the office where Maraga was working, and he said that he was praying that the case be dismissed. Now today, the papers are reporting that court denies Ahmednasir's request to dismiss Maraga's defamation case. And the High Court in Nairobi has declined to strike out a defamation case filed by former Chief Justice David Maraga against senior lawyer Ahmednasir Abdullahi. I want to give you this clip where Ahmednasir attacked the personality of Maraga, and he was saying that even in the election result that Maraga nullified, he simply wanted to get political mileage, that he wanted to be remembered. Kindly take a look at this.
he has decided or a profound decision he has made in terms of jurisprudence. But what we can remember for him are two things. One, that decision of the Supreme Court, and secondly, that advice he gave to the president to disband the court, the parliament. So, because Maraga could not, to be fair to him, he was not a great jurist from day one, or he was not, a famous lawyer from day one. But he has filled those gaps in terms of his history by making decisions that are political. So the case of 2017, was a political case. I was involved in that case. The difference between the president and Raila was 1.5 million votes. There is no way on earth that a competent, impartial court will have nullified that election. But Maraga was more of a drama man, he was a queen. He was more of a drama. So he wanted the world to remember him, not because he can propound a sound jurisprudence even on that case, but because of the effect, the political ramification that case created. So he wants to be remembered from a political point of view. And his second decision on parliament should also be seen in that light. Leave alone this thing of people calling him by phone. Those are crap.
Ahmednasir, to be fair, let's watch our language kindly. In that decision to annul the election, it wasn't just Maraga. There were other judges.
What language?
The word you just used at the last part.
No, that is Ahmednasir. And if you look at the personality of the city lawyer Ahmednasir himself, Ahmednasir at some point served at the JSC, and he was involved in interviewing the judges. As such, when he went to the courts, he went there intimidating them as if he was still their employers, and he never believed that a judge whom he had participated in employing could look at him in the face and tell him off. He never believed that someone could look at, the powers that be and, deny them the election. So with that kind of pride, he went before Maraga, but Maraga looked at the facts and Maraga nullified the election, and he never liked it. And that is the enmity that he carried. He was a very close ally of Uhuru Kenyatta, Ahmednasir. And he really felt bad that that election was nullified. Of course, he has switched camp. Now he is supporting William Ruto, and that is because Uhuru Kenyatta decided to go for a handshake with Raila Amolo Odinga. If there's one person that Ahmednasir does not like, is Raila Amolo Odinga. So when the handshake came about, he decided to ditch Uhuru Kenyatta, just like many other people who were once good allies of Uhuru Kenyatta. And this is what led him to pick a quarrel with Maraga, because for a long time, he simply believed that Maraga was not the best choice to lead the judiciary. They wanted someone they could manipulate. And later, when Maraga proved that he could, sit there with a lot of courage and deny them the manipulation that they had gone through, that they had undertaken, he hates Maraga to date. But Maraga gave him an opportunity, wrote a letter, then followed it by an email, but he still refused because he believes he can always have his cake, eat it, and still have it at the same time. And so this time round, I think he has been placed where he belongs. And you see, he's fighting very many battles. He appears before a court of justice, and yet it is the same court that he has tortured and denatured. One thing he has been, challenged, that we understand that the courts are corrupt. But if he's got evidence, he should present it rather than going, on tweets and, tweeting from morning to evening, saying how the courts are corrupt. Even if people agree with him, he's always being challenged. That present us with a case so that judge who is corrupt should be kicked out. But he continues just to call names. And that is why he was even blocked by the Supreme Court from appearing before them in a case where he himself wants, I think, 200 million or something. Even if you present these two lawyers, former Chief Justice David Maraga and lawyer Ahmednasir, before the courts of public opinions, people will tell you that Judge Maraga is far way better than Ahmednasir. There was a time during the interview, Maraga was asked whether he had ever taken a bribe. He just told them, "Give me that Bible," and he swore with it, saying that he has never taken a bribe, and if he does, may the Lord, punish him. I wonder whether Ahmednasir can do the same. And I know he's a staunch Muslim and he believes in Allah. And you see, Muslims, someone told me they believe in halal. I was told that halal is the opposite of haramu. They believe in honesty. And can someone challenge Ahmednasir to pick up a Quran, a holy Quran, and swear that he has never taken a bribe? I don't know whether that is allowed in the Muslim community. I'm not sure. But then Ahmednasir should stop behaving as if he is, he feels it's the best thing that ever came to us. He feels that he's the best lawyer. By the way, he's a lawyer that I admire because of his courage and the way he tackles problems. We wait and see, because that was just round one of the case. As it goes, I know he's got litigants and he will be fully represented, and Maraga will also be presented. I don't know who will win, but in the first case, Maraga has won the first round because lawyer Ahmednasir wanted this case to be dismissed, but the judges have given it the green light to go ahead. What is your take on the battle between the two?